smash some hive, grab a chunk of submine.
And live to tell the tale.
What's up YouTube, it's Ultimate Shield 340 back again with another Destiny 2 video. So in today's video I'm going to showcase the Phoenix Cradle build that I had shown before in a previous video. I am going to link the build down below in the description in case you are interested in seeing. But as you can see down below, I'm going to kind of show you what I got going on here. So using the exotic here, getting the headshots in to get the perfect fifth procced, you can see the ignitions going off. And you can go ahead and see sort of like the sunspots that are showing up, and the yellow numbers that you see are, the scorch stacks and the damage that I am actually doing. One thing that you want to note here is that, as you can see me, I'm picking off targets. I'm first of all picking off targets who are high health. The exotics, intrinsic perk called the perfect fifth relies on you getting, consistent precision hits. So that's the reason why you want to go ahead and aim for those higher health targets, like the barrier champions and those yellow bars that you see down in the background. My teammates are kind of doing the same down below. And as you can see, I'm kind of throwing out my grenades, getting those ignition procs, and spreading a lot of scorch stacks around the board. Again, this is an ignition build, so the whole purpose and goal is to proc ignitions and spread the scorch to proc more ignitions, get the grenade energy back from all of that, and continue to throw grenades as much as possible, because this is, again, a grenade build. Before I continue down into the video, I usually say this at the end. I'm going to say this more toward the beginning of the video. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate the engagement that you all have with me and my channel. Many of you have, I feel like many new people have now come to the channel. I do have a few new subscribers, so I really do appreciate that. My channel is growing, so it seems like you all kind of like, what I have to offer here, and I am tremendously flattered that you all would take the time out of your busy day to, even watch my videos, or even take the time to even listen to what I have to say. So I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart that you all take the time to, even listen to what I have to say. So, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share with friends, let them know what's going on, and I'll be sure to make more content and put that out there whenever I have time between, looking after baby girl and doing family stuff. So, yeah, cool. So, in this next part right here, this is toward the end of it. The whole clip is actually like a 34-minute long thing. I'm not going to show you 34 minutes because, according to the analytics, you guys typically like the 15 to 20 minute videos, so I'm gonna probably leave it around 15 to 20 minutes, but give you enough time to showcase the power of the build. So one thing I want you to kind of pay attention to as I am doing this here is that once I kill this ad, there will be actually ads spawn off in the distance, and you'll really see this build like really go to work, go to town in like ad dense situations. One other thing too that I wanted to mention, anytime you're in a Grandmaster like this, you want to go ahead and support your teammates as best you can, and do all you can to make every experience with other players as good as possible. And I say that because anybody who's in Destiny, if you play the game, you are part of the community of Destiny. Speaking of which, look at the background information here. You'll see a lot of scorch stacks, a lot of burns, explosions, ignitions. Some of that is from my teammates, but you kind of can see it, in the background, as you can see right now. Lots of damage, lots for ad clear. So going back to what I was saying before, we are all part of the Destiny 2 community. You want to try and make every experience as great as possible for everybody else, because we are, we want the game to continue. We want to, continue to have good experiences with the game. So I think it's sort of our, not necessarily moral obligation, but I would say it's an obligation from a person to a person. In the event that you're in a Grandmaster, this is very hard content. So in the event that somebody messes up or something, like, don't be a jerk, and try and encourage each other to, do bigger and better things, or take the time to teach. There was a time where all of us was new to this game at one point in time, and you want to go ahead and extend that same grace to others that somebody inevitably gave you, or at least the time and grace that you gave yourself as you tried to learn the new mechanic or trying to get to whatever, improve your own skill and things like that. So just something as a FYI to sort of think about as you play not only this game but any other game that is multiplayer like that. So I'm going to skip over to the next section here so you can kind of see what's going on. I'm not going to skip to, I'm actually going to skip more towards the end. The next section that you see is fine. There's actually nothing wrong with it, but because it's more of a close quarter kind of thing, you're not going to be able to see the Polaris Lance, which is the exotic that I'm using, really shine in that kind of content. And I think it just would be better if we get more closer to the end. So I'll go ahead and transition to that as well. So here we are.
Up and running soon. If anyone can outfit you.
All right, so we're back at the next section. This is right before the end of the section here, because I was able to sort of do a lot here. And I wanted to show you all, again, the power of the build. Again, making sure that to mark the high health target, you see all those yellow numbers kind of going off, the ignitions, the sunspots, and all of those enemies are just sort of being incinerated to a crisp. And again, one of the things about Polaris Lance I really like is the fact that you can kind of do all this damage from a distance. Now, one thing is that, again, in my previous review, I did state that you can pick up Polaris Lance from the kiosk in the tower for exotics. All you have to do is just go up there, have the corresponding credits, and you can just buy it. So this exotic is actually available to any and everybody. The other thing is that if you don't happen to have Polaris Lance or you don't like Polaris Lance, pretty much any solar weapon that you have available to you that will provide Scorch is incandescent is recommended here as well. I actually have I think it's called an Amit, I want to say, that actually has that you can craft, which actually has enhanced incandescent. And I actually was recently lucky enough to get the Callus Mini tool, which is a submachine gun with also again craftable enhanced incandescent as well. But if you can't find those weapons, again, any weapon with incandescent will do. For you to be able to sort of replicate the same thing in your build. Just use whatever's comfortable for you. And what's important is that you are able to, kind of clear the content. It's not about, although there are some weapons that are going to be a little bit more efficient to use in certain situations. Don't be like me in the sense of, like, for the longest time in Destiny 2, I was kind of against maybe changing weapons and switching, things to meet what I need according to the kind of content I was running. And what I mean by that is that, like, I'm a big fan of machine guns as far as in my primary weapon slot, or not primary, power slot, I'm sorry. And machine guns are great for me to use because that's what I enjoy. But there are times where maybe it might be better for you to maybe switch off to a rocket, especially now that we're in the for this season we're in the rocket meta, so to speak, where there's the artifact mods that will provide us that extra damage, and will also help us to stun overload champions and those kinds of things. So I say all this to say, just be flexible. Don't be like me. Be flexible. So yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and let the rest of the gameplay play in the background. Again, you can kind of see all those numbers, the explosions down in the background. I'll let you see if we are successful in completing this Grandmaster or not. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to comment down below. I would love to hear from you all. Otherwise, this is Ultimate Shield 340 signing off, and I'll see you in Destiny 2. Peace.
Guardian down.